my goodness. Good morning, good morning, good morning. World, of course, is your Caribbean sunrise with Kevin Crown and yours truly, Vayne. So excited today. Especially excited. Look, I had to pull my locks out today. You know what I mean? Step it up a little bit today. We have royalty in the building, in our virtual building. He's a super talented musician, humanitarian. He's been doing this, for a long time. His first album was released in 1996, so he's been doing it. He's been doing it for a long time. A legend in his own right. And I'm very proud that he's in the building. And I already feel his energy. This is the positive vibes walk through as soon as he came through. Ladies and gentlemen, Grammy Award-winning. Oh my goodness, Juju Marley is in the building.
Yes, sir.
One love. Give thanks, Good vibes, as we would say,
Yeah. So first things first, we have to congratulate you on your Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yes, and Teus as well with Colors of Royal.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Much blessings on that, man. Thank you, Yeah, man.
I know you've been doing it, for years and years and years. This is what you do. But did it feel like anything? I know you weren't there at the actual awards, but like when you got the news, like how did it feel when you received that information?
Wow, I was surprised and, a bit like, well, yeah, for real. I couldn't really, it never really wrap around the head, really, And that's a good thing, because sometimes if it wraps around the head, you get carried away in that kind of thinking, So it's a good thing that, when it did happen, when it was taking place, I was in Australia, New Zealand. I was in New Zealand, And it was, that's many hours difference than over on this side of the world. So
right.
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. So also when I heard about it, I had to head to the airport and go up on a 9-hour flight. So
yeah,
by the time I land, I was like, yeah, we done happy already in the plane. Land now, ready for reality again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does that change? Does that change anything for you personally, like internally, or not really? Is it just like, okay, I'm happy about it, but life goes on. I got to keep just doing what I'm doing. Does that change for you anything internally as a musician?
I think as any musician, it will give you a bit more fire, put some more oil in your lamp within the just within yourself. Not like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. You just feel more comfortable making music that you love and being yourself, you know what I mean? So for me, really and truly, it don't make me no different, because like I say, we've been in the music industry for a very long time. So we've seen everything, you know what I mean? So we're not frightened by accolades or money or this or that. We're grounded enough to know. So we'll give thanks for this accolade. Let us keep on freeing the people with music, So it goes right back to what more are we going to do today, tomorrow,
Yeah.
So it don't stop there. That's just a thing,
I love that.
All right. So there you go, Kevin Crown. I know Kevin has a million questions
Definitely,
for you.
man. Just first and once again, congratulations on just everything, man. Everything. I think especially this year, the resurgence of reggae music on the mainstream is, everybody wants to listen to reggae music. Everybody wants to listen to a Marley. And I've always been a fan. I grew up, to the legacy of Bob Marley. And I just love that the music is not localized anymore. It's global. It's everywhere.
Yes.
And my question to you is, where are some of the most memorable places you've performed outside of the Caribbean? What's some of the most memorable places?
Whoa. Why? You know what it is? Everywhere we go, first of all, we have to respect everywhere and every soul that we see and meet through being on stage. Maybe we didn't get to meet physically, but our spirits met because of music and that one vibration. So if I was really going to be really honest, I would say every single place is a special place, because of that spiritual connection. But places where you maybe say some special places like Ethiopia.
Nice.
I'm playing in Ethiopia. I play in India already. which is not a place where we say, oh, I know a favorite beach in India, but to be able to go to these places and play the music, just to go to far out places, that alone is a benefit in itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but boy, I tell you, everywhere, Ghana, yeah, we just love to play music, so.
Right.
You said something, I believe, on your social media, on your Instagram. You were saying that Colors of Royal, like it started out as a song, like in COVID. Like, how did it go? That's what I wanted to know. Now I get the
Yeah.
opportunity to ask you, like, how did it go from a song to a full album?
Well, if you know how the COVID time was, one song couldn't hold you. Writing one song couldn't do. You'd have to write two songs, then you have to write 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in that time, for me, even before, the pandemic started before the pandemic before, because, I lost my daughter to a cancer in 2019.
Well, my condolences to you, brother.
So
Condolences for you.
Rastafari,
Yeah.
give thanks, my brother and sister.
Definitely.
But by the time 6 months later came, it was COVID. So my COVID started already before that, you know what I mean? So I was already amped up spiritually to, it's like reading the signs, reading the Revelation, the books of Revelation, you see the things happening, unfolding in front of your face. So we was already prepared for the Gideon. So within that time, it was a bit of, a lot of alone time, boring time. And it was like, you know what, I need to do something. So I decided to go down the road to a place called Devon House, in Kingston. And
Yeah.
go have lunch at this little place, the only place that's open. You know what I mean? And I went there a couple times. And then after, by the third time now, I met the owner, which happens to be Alex Anteas.
Yes.
And he was saying, I have a studio right in that little room right here. I was like, yeah. So all this time we've been coming, you've had a studio right there. So me now, who hasn't been playing music for a good while, you just want to do something. So we just went in, and the first song that he brought the idea to me, the song by John Holt called Tide is High, which is the original John Holt song. And that was the first song that we did. And then I kept going back a couple times because that's the only spot that's open and it's nearby. We did 2 songs. And the next song was Robbed, Okay. And after that, now we had these 2 songs. And then after a while, it's like, yo, we're going to release these 2 songs. And then after a while, it was like, you know what, we can add on 2 more songs. Not thinking about a project, just making music.
Yeah.
And by the time we had 4 songs, that's how we got the idea of Colors of Royal,
Yeah.
So it started very organic, out of nothing, started from nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the power of the music, when you have nowhere to go and you have no outlet, you have to just let out,
I love that. How organic that was and authentic that was. It's just like, yeah, you know what I mean. And then it turned into your Grammy Award-winning album. So congratulations again. But something that you said, again, condolences to you, your family, and losing your daughter. But you also lost a nephew not too long ago. RP to Joe Mercer.
Yeah.
So as a family unit, like, what does that do to you as a family unit? Not just yourself, but your entire. For you have a large family. How do y'all take that and use it as motivation to keep going?
Well, the motivation is unity is real, and unity is what we have, is all we have, really, And we're unifying in positivity. So when you unite with positive energy, it really keeps away all negativity. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. 'Cause I'm a spiritual person, and I believe in high and low spiritual force, physical and both spiritual. The physical one we see them, the spiritual one you don't see them, but they attack in emotions, in certain things that affect. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a word. You can look on the screen and see something, and it affects you spiritually. So that is a science of the whole thing, So for us, really, it is, I can speak for myself. It put me in a place where I am more stronger. I am more focused. I am more, yeah, we're more reinforced by, say the power of the Almighty then to continue doing what we're doing and doing it even more harder, not real, because sometimes, you're here for a purpose. Sometimes you can do many things. There's many things you can do. But if you're not serving your purpose on earth, there's something missing.
Yeah.
And sometimes your purpose might be a very important purpose to humanity, so you have to really listen to that purpose because life is forever. That's what we say. The life of the good is forever. So
Man,
that is the hope and the drive that keeps I going.
I love that, man.
I love it too.
I gotta ask you,
Thank you.
what are some of your inspirations? What do you do to get inspired to do music? Because a lot of people feel like, well, the label or somebody tells you time to do an album, and you go in the studio and you write 4 songs or you write 6 songs and come out and just do an album. And a lot of times it's not like that. Where do you draw your inspiration from when it comes to making these musics?
Boy, it's different. Like for me, I'm different. My inspiration come from anywhere, everywhere, and nothing. Sometimes it come from nothing. And when I say nothing, that means you get a divine inspiration will come true. And but like you said, life, because our music is the music of the people, it's the music of freedom, it's the music of what's happening in the world, it's the music of consciousness. So when you look around, you always can find something to write about because you're living in the music that we're singing is basically the music, the life that we're living and the things that you're seeing. So that's so very. So we don't have to really look too hard for inspiration like that because it's like, say for instance, my music is freedom music. So when the world is free, I don't know what I will be singing. You understand?
Yeah.
When Jack come, then what? Yeah, the only song we're gonna sing are some praises. We don't have no more revolutionary music because
Nice,
the battle will be over.
nice,
Yeah.
nice,
So
nice.
until then, that is our drive. The drive is to yeah, keep doing what we're doing, and the inspiration comes when you least expect it.
You
For
you
me,
just
for
yeah.
me, for
I,
me.
for you, but that was still until the philosophy which holds one race superior and another inferior
There we go.
everywhere. So
There,
that's essentially
there we
your
go.
your your job is never done then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you always have something. You're
To
never
push.
irrelevant, or you always have something that is relevant, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially in this world. But I had a question in regards to now. Obviously, everybody's gonna always talk to you about your father and his
yes.
legacy. But I'm
Yeah.
interested in wanting to know the legacy that you would love to leave as Julian.
Well, legacy. What is a legacy? We just want to leave some good principles that people can follow, and some good guiding roads. You
Yeah.
know, for me personally, sometimes I don't even want the credit. So when you say what legacy, I don't really want. There's no legacy. What legacy do I want to leave behind? The legacy of Jah. Then you know what I mean? Because my legacy is the work of the Almighty. So it's not really mine. You know. It's not my idea. It's not yeah, I'm creating this. No, I'm not creating nothing. I'm just,
A vessel.
carrying on the baton again. So I'm just part of this whole string of, you know, King Solomon and King David's students, what I mean, carrying on the message in this time, you know what I mean? So, but like I say, we just want to leave the positive message. So we have the music. You can always go forward and listen to the music, and you listen to the interviews and stuff. And that's what I do for my father. So what did he leave behind? This whole heap of music and this whole heap of wisdom and message that I can go listen to. And so to answer, to put a great answer to it, I want to leave good message music because that's the closest like most people can get to an artist is by the music.
Right.
If we could sit down and talk one to one, that would be different. But to reach the masses of people, you have to put out a music so that everybody can hear at one time, kind of thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
as you talk about music, music is my thing. That's my legacy. That would be my legacy, is just curating the music. And you have
Yes.
some people, not me, because I actually go and seek it out. I actually look and see what's dropping, who dropped an album, what's going on in Europe, what's going on all around the world. But in the industry right now would say reggae music is dying, or reggae music is not relevant no more. What would you say to
Well,
the
that's what they
people?
would like to see because reggae music, I would, really and truly, reggae music is the most powerful music on the face of the earth. And the next music is God music because and reggae music is God music because when you listen to reggae music, you get that God message. But reggae music is the only music that it was specially created for free up the people. You know what I mean? I don't see no other music that has so much topics on freedom, upliftment of people, equal rights and justice. You know what I mean? Like find the creator and you know what I mean? Every other music has maybe, you have a few songs in every genre, but reggae music is like 98%, 99% of it is, we call it revolutionary music. More upon the conscious level where we are giving you certain knowledge that you don't read about those knowledges, you're not gonna find it in the book or you're not gonna find it being coming on across on the TV programs. You know?
Absolutely, definitely.
Only since the music get bigger now do we see so much information coming out. But reggae music is the music, so that type of music can't die because people them need freedom every time. And then every time I go to a reggae festival, you know what I mean, it's full to the brim, and everybody is like electric. Everyone's alive. You know what I mean? So I'm like, how is it dying out? But these festivals are full. I scratch my head. I don't understand it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
like I said, them pump. There is something to stop music, the reggae music, and it's like we say, it's day and night, good, the bad, positive and the negative. So we who is positive, we just have to keep, doing what we're doing. And like how I know why it's getting a fight, I just make more reggae music.
Love that.
You know?
Love that.
That's the rebel side coming out there. But I had a
Yeah,
question in regards to, yes, you are a musician. However, in another worlds, if you
yes.
weren't doing music, Julian Marley, what
Wow.
what do you think you would be doing? If you couldn't, if music was not an option for you, what
All
what do
right.
you think?
Well, you the crazy thing with that now. It's not even. I don't even have an answer properly for that. Yeah, why? There would have to be an idea that would have beat me before I thought about music. And I was
Ooh.
I was thinking about music from I was 3 and 4. In other words, you know, from I was 3 and 4 is music. I'm telling everyone say music. I want to play music. That's my mom had to buy me a little toy guitar and put in my crib. In my, you know what I mean?
Nice.
When I was sleeping. So from that day, so like to think about it, I was like, say, boy, I don't know, cause from the first consciousness where I got was music. Like what I want to do, I just music. And if you're not a musician, then what you're gonna be? You're gonna try and say those. What you're gonna do? Go stand up on a pulpit and like Marcus Garvey and some man and do some talking. But music was much more smoother than doing that.
Love
Yeah,
But
that.
even like your father was obviously into football.
yeah.
I was reading somewhere he was into farming as well, so it could have been, you
Well,
know,
yeah. Well, I was born up in London, the city. So
yeah,
when you're in the city, there's no farming in the city.
correct, yeah.
There's nothing that you can really do. Really, you can go get a job, but like job, you can get a job, but we come from a Solomonic order. Says music. Our father done set music, and we say music. So why do something out of my we call it now your family line if you love
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
if you love it for real, why try to do something else if you love music.
Absolutely.
So from that sense, from that time, it's always been like the music. So when you're in England now, it's like I have to do some music because I see everybody doing all kinds of stuff. I'm not depend on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and go ahead. Sorry, Kevin. Uh-huh.
No, you could finish your thought because I see where you're going with it. Finish your thought. Go ahead.
No, I now I'm now Because I can ask like a million questions, but like yes, you grew up in London, and I know you spent a lot of time like back and forth to Jamaica and living in
Yes.
Miami and but I just see like your personality just is given so much more of a rootsy, like you know what I mean, like Jamaica, like just that feeling. Your biggest influence, did it come from London or did it come from Jamaica?
It come from every single place where we travel on the face of the earth. Because we
Yeah.
spend time in England, we spend so much time in Jamaica, we spend, so it's almost like 5, 5, 5, 15. So you spend 5 in each place, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's balance. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
I got
so it's almost like you just yourself now, you're mixed up, you can, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
so I call I myself a human. I'm an earthling.
I
You
love
know what I
that. I
mean? Where you
love that.
from? Earth.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Born here, live there, but we are of earth, you know.
I love
Yeah, I'm in
that.
the same boat.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
When people ask me where I'm from, I feel like subconsciously they don't even know they're trying to make a prejudgment about me based on where I'm from without even talking to me to figure out what kind of human being I am. So I
Yeah.
totally get that. Yeah,
I mean,
man.
when you check it out, my father come from England. My father, mother come from Jamaica / Africa. See, my mother come from Barbados,
I was gonna ask you that. You know, I was gonna ask you that.
but me born in England. You
Right.
understand? So what am I? I'm everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we are everything.
So I have a
So
two part.
go ahead.
I
Go
have a
ahead.
two. I have a 2-part question. You've probably been asked this question a million times, but I I wouldn't forgive myself because you are actually the first Marley that is on the morning show. So I
All
have to
right.
ask this. This is the first Marley, with such a legendary name, Marley.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like pressure that yo, with this name that I have, with my name being Julian Marley, is there is certain expectation you had to live up to? Did you feel any kind of pressure? Like honestly.
No, really, I don't really think about that. You know why? Because I is the pressure. You know, and it's because why we say that now, because you do what is inside of you. So like, if I come out and I feel like a lion on stage, then what is that? That is the real the spirit talking. You know. So in that sense, there is no pressure because you come out so raw that which pressure? Pressure for move up. You know what I mean? So I never feel no pressure because I'm doing what I love and I'm doing it in the way that I want to do it and I'm feeling that way. You know, so we're not gonna feel the pressure unless you start thinking about it and you think about this and that. But you can't really when you're thinking about it, that means you're not sure.
Okay.
So when you're sure, you don't have no pressure.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, yeah.
My thing. Well, talk to me about your the music, man. I understand this track made for your love. You just dropped the music
Yes.
video
Made
about
for love. Yeah.
made for love. You just dropped it about 3 weeks ago. The video dropped like three
The
weeks.
video.
Yeah, the video dropped like 3 weeks ago. Talk to me about that track.
Yeah, man. Wow, it's a great track like my says. First of all, when I heard it before even writing, it give me that old dancehall kind of feel, which has been missing out of the music for so long. Everybody want to play this and play that, but sometimes them forget certain fields of sound. So when I heard that one, it just spoke to me. And the
Okay.
first thing that come out was, "Oh girl, your love was made for my love." You know what I mean? And it was a vibe from there. But like I say, everybody know me as a roots artist, but I would say I know his roots, I know his music. So music have no end, no barrier, you know. And that track, there's a hot track, I mean, give thanks, production up, and yes, all the colors are royal. But music speaks to me, so it wasn't something to really. I didn't have to think hard about. Let me write this song. The music, yeah, the music came with a joy, and the joy just, it just turned into made for your love. You know what I mean?
Love that, man. Love that.
Yeah,
I had a question in regards to like I know like it's a mission. It's more than music, right?
yeah,
Like your journey is more than music. You're a vessel. You're a soldier. However, you still have to be influenced by music in a lot of ways. So I wanted to know, like, besides your father, if you could name like
Name.
yeah, like your top five like musical influences outside of your brothers. It don't no
I
sisters, no
mean,
nothing.
you know what? Me I come back from so long. I have too much. Like it's almost like me have got to choose out of 5 million.
Whoa.
No, okay, we'll try. We could
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Try for five. I mean,
Dennis
I'm
Brown.
curious. Dennis Brown.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah. Not King Cole.
Nat King Cole.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Very interesting.
Interesting.
I like that. I like that.
Keep going.
The unexpected.
Super Cat.
Okay.
Cat.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All
We
right.
went from Nat King Cole, Dennis Brown to
Well,
Super Cat.
yeah, it's vast. It's vast. You know,
Yeah,
'cause I
go
listen
ahead.
blues, me listen jazz, me listen everything classical. You know,
That's
right
actu-
now, to tell the truth, I'm not listening much of anything right now. More than some like recently, I've been listening to some Ethiopian Orthodox music.
Okay.
So it's like it's an Amharic, you know, and it's like melodies and so that's more like listening to like when you listen to that type of music, it's almost like you're listening to the birds and the trees outside when the breeze blow, you know. So sometimes you know that type of music is like a therapy. It's good for you, you know, bring you back to nature. But like artists, I mean, me listen to Jashi, me listen to
All right, Joshy. Shout out to
Nice.
Joshy.
I listen up
Nice.
holy patting, man. Holy
Nice.
patting, man.
Nice. Before we get into we have a another part of this interview that's kind of fun that every artist, you know, we ask every artist these questions. Vayne knows what I'm talking about. My final question to you is, what is your message to the world?
Love. One simple message. Find the love inside you and let that love shine to the person that's right there. You know what I mean? Whether it's a stranger, whether it's your neighbor, whether it's doesn't matter. And if everyone have that, then you will see something, you will see a great surprise that we all want to see, you know what I mean? So if you know, really and truly, if we could say that, and if everybody could even try that for a moment, you would see something happen in the earth, you know. Great.
Love that.
So the message is love and push love, and hopefully, a group of people who are together get to hear this message, or my next door neighbor hears the message same time as I do. So when I come out, I have that concept inside of me, and they have that concept inside of them, and it just you just see the rainbow and everything rise up in the sky and everything would have, Jah would have come and, yeah.
Love that. I wanted to this is my last statement or question or however you want to put it. But obviously, you
Yeah.
mentioned that your mother is from Barbados. I told you I live in Barbados. I've been here.
Whoa.
I've been here
Nice.
for 10 years. I kind of similar. I grew up in the States. I lived here for 10 years. You know.
Yes.
So, have you ever got to spend any time? Because a lot of Bajans don't know that you have a connection to Barbados. But have you been able to spend any time? Or are you familiar with Barbados at all?
I am very embarrassed.
Say it. I need I need this on record.
I am
Embarrassed.
very embarrassed. Yeah. Yeah, why now? Only time me come to Barbados, I when me I go to Trinidad and them stop.
Oh,
In the airplane,
transit.
and I look out like me want to jump out of this thing, yeah. And me
yeah.
can't jump out. You know why? Because I'm not really a big holiday goer. I won't lie. It's because we travel so much sometimes when you're home, you're irie.
Yeah,
You have
man.
your family, you have your music, you have your food, you have your football, you have
Yeah.
everything where you really need. I don't need 1 million things to.
I can relate to that.
I'm good with like a few little things here and I'm good. Circulate that.
I can relate to
But
that.
like, to
sure.
be in the plane and to be look outside and see Barbados and not really come out, I was like, yo. And we have family there, but like my mother and my grandfather, granny, and our brothers and sisters, and they moved to England, So
Right.
I will have like my granduncles and their children and grandaunties and them children. But we
Yeah.
are due, we are needing to come.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then if I come through and I play music all over the world, and I have to come play some music also. And while after we play music now, we vacate and visit our families and stuff like that. But it's due time. So tell the promoters there, let's go to Barbados.
Well, hello, you're talking to somebody right now, okay?
Facts. Let's make it happen.
I would love to make it happen. So I know you're going on a European tour this summer, so
Yeah.
we got to try to figure out how to bring it to Barbados. I know the last Marley that was here was, I believe, Damien Junior Gong was here maybe 2013 or something like
Wow.
that. But yeah, long time. So Julian, I need you to have a homecoming. I got to talk to some people. My people got to talk to your people.
Facts.
And we're gonna make it happen.
Facts. Bring him home. So, so that this is, that's, we ask the questions, but this is what we do on the Caribbean Sunrise. We a little different. We like to get to know the artists on a different level. So we're gonna ask you some questions. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. This is strictly what Julian Marley feels. All right, simple as that. All right. So I'm gonna give you two choices, and you could choose, or you could just pass if you don't want to answer. All right, simple as that. All right, I'm gonna start it. Dennis Brown or Gregory Isaac?
Skip.
All right. Barris Hammond or Sanchez?
My gosh. Beer arms out here going. I don't name some people who have been too interested. You name the one that we teach them is like, who we call Barry Salmon or who?
Sanchez.
Oh, man. Why? Yeah, that one is rough.
All right. Super Cat, Shabba Ranks.
Well, you don't know. We have to go on a super cat like come and say, we don't say super cat.
What you say? I was gonna say yeah.
Yourself.
All right. Bounty Killer or Beanie Man?
Well, you don't know the killer said speed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We getting somewhere now. Hold on. I'm gonna go left and then bring it back. Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Well, you don't know the Jordan.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna bring it back home now. Movado or Vibes Cartel?
Pass.
Ah.
I don't know which one is. I don't know which one yet.
All right. Tupac or Biggie?
Don't know. Well, Tupac have the thing, what him carry the struggle where we, the word we must say is the same type of word where we are say from Jamaica, which is uplift the people and black and white all over. Starting with the black and come because it's the only black man left now for really own theme place, which is Africa really, and then we'll have a place that you can say you have a place and we don't just reside in some man place. We have a place. If you want to, you have a place.
Okay.
Nice.
Vayne, you have anybody?
You know I'm gonna ask. You had to throw some ladies in there. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna, big up the Barbados.
I was about to say you already haven't been
Don't give me
here.
that. Big up Barbados,
Hey.
Yeah, we got to get him.
That was mine.
That was it. So that's it, man. Give everybody your social media, and thank you so much for spending time. Everybody, make sure on check out the new EP. Check him out all streaming platforms. But give everybody social media so they could link you up on the internet.
Well, you just Google up or you just type in Julian Marley, Instagram Julian R. Marley. But it's my name across all platforms and musicals on all platforms. No matter which platform you suppose can find the music there and stuff like that,
My
So definitely, my name is there. You can find all the stuff right there.
My team.
All right.
Respect.
So whenever you get to Barbados, I will have to show you to the best spots. Actually, Kevin, when the next time Kevin comes back,
Yeah.
so hopefully it's around the same time.
Yeah.
But I will show you the best spots. I know you guys see your family, but I got to show you some good food spots and some places to go for sure.
Definitely.
Give thanks for that. Bless you.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, man. Julian Marley, people, check him out. This is CaribStar Radio, your Caribbean Sunrise, Kevin Crown and Vayne in the morning. Yes.
Good morning.